The lady in the car wasn't that pretty, you see. So I just like if a white girl too pretty, I'm not gonna touch her, you see. But it got to the point where you knew that you were funky, but he actually pulled white girls in real life. You got offended, so it would be like a booty nigga thought that he was gonna hide in secret. So if a black man sees it's very important to him. You see, because like black people will be Omarion nigga. You see, it will be white boy. So if a black man sees, like, it's very important that some like little doodle nigga doesn't come and say I'm finna harass you, because if a black man sees, he sees. You see, so like someone will say, oh, you don't see, oh, I see. And it's like, if he sees, he's warning you, you don't put no funky bitch in my shit because I'll pop you in the head, you see. So it'll be like someone saying, oh, I'm just playing, but you weren't just playing when you were aware that you were trying to be a gay ass nigga in secret. Because like, if a black man sees, he sees, you see. Like if he has one life to live and he's like, well, thank you, Lord, you blessed me to see, then it's like, eventually, like, you could get popped in the head for being this thing like that, you see. So someone will complain and say, oh, I was coronavirus, so you were just a bozo, a satanic nigga who thought that you were going to put your dick in people. Like, yo, that's why you said. So God will be working, you see. But like, people can't really see that. People will be saying, oh, I'm satanic, trying to get a revelation from God. Because last year when when I was did my singing, I did like my outside singing, and then I did my canvas singing just like this time. And then there was like the mixed girl, you see. So a mixed girl will save me from white girls, because a white girl will say, oh, like, white women are pretty, you see. But if they're thick, they have a different type of power where it's like too much. You see, so white women like to be powerful, but it's like, imagine if they with all clothes, it would be wrong. You see, girls would be pretty, but like, you see, they'll have hair, but like, that's why it was Lynn Paul. You see, she was like real pretty. You see, so it's Stone, but I wanted like a girlfriend to come from that, like a redhead girl. See, Wendy Bone, like, if Wendy Bone reminds me of Lynn Paul, Lynn, you see. So like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So it'll be like sometimes Wendy Bone could come from like what Sophia Riga, like an idea of a girl, but like sometimes a girl, you be like, man, a girl pretty, never even touched her, you see. We're like real frizzle. So but imagine if I turned like I was 16, 19, like 16, I had my dreads right, but like people didn't see like I was like a difference. You see, so when I was 19, like I wasn't even getting white girls, I was getting red bone, thick bones, like Sabara bone, you see. So it's like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you got white girls are very pretty. Like, they can get naked and their bare feet could be pretty, but if it's a Sabara bone, as a black man, you'll want to like bend her bone, you see. So it's like she'll do things, and like, because I got handle it a certain way, you'll be like, dang, she pretty. So if you kiss a girl, she'll start getting more beautiful, you see. So I'm not that pretty, but if you touch a girl the right way, like her face like will grow in a bone. But if someone like kisses the thing, it's thing because she can handle it. But if a girl bounce it back, like, you'll feel like, oh, I can't take it. Like, she could bring babies and form them how she wants to form them. So that's why I'll be protected this morning. I'll be like, Sabara Sneaky Anus or like a Rachel Drew, because I love women, you see. So sometimes women just love to get naked because they'll be like, oh, they'll get more pretty because I'll be a black guy, you see. There's a lot of handsome niggas, like people with like hazel eyes, they'll be like a low bone, but there's like, and then a hazel eye guy will be a man bone, but like, I'm talking about like hazel niggas, you see, like, but like I'm talking about like a different type of nigga. You see, like, I'm not talking about Kevin and Lolo. I'm talking about kind of like a McGee and a Gee Jello, or like a Bad Weezy, or like a Brian White kind of has hazel eyes, you see. So we like, oh, they're handsome, but where women, like, they debate, like, if they see 10 books, they don't want to read it because someone will be trying to like put a DHS thingy, so people will be nasty, you see, saying I was a beauty, and like, you'll be like, hey, what are you talking about? So when a girl like takes her panties off, like, she has a lot of power, you see. So like, a girl will like go, and she could bring salt into the bathtub. She could go into the pool, but only in August. It's very important that you know. Sometimes in April after August, sometimes people can have a mood of a baby and say, man, that baby's moody because, yeah, I look bad. You see, I understand that, but Some girls, they like, once they see me like a mixed girl, she'll start saying oh, and she'll start taking the clothes off because she'll be in love with me, you see. So I'll be like, oh, and like I love her back, you see, because it's not like a external love thing, it's a heart bone, you see. Someone who you do the thing and you'll be a certain way and you'll get in the heart because like she knew it was coming, you see. And eventually when you do the thing, you'll be a certain way. So like a mix, you could be a white girl and be the beautifulest, bristle like a tree in Pocahontas. But like if it's a mixed bone, she'll always have like an inner power. Man could like hug a white girl and say, oh, I feel the spirit. But if a mixed girl comes, like that quack in the Mexican wasn't really mixed girl, so like people would like say, "Oh, I put doodoo nigga," and people would get offended because you had a murderous doodoo Josiel boo boo type of fire breathing dragon, and you try to make yourself known uh in secret, you see. So I didn't really get saved because like when I went to the hospital, yeah, the girl was pretty, but like she was a fag, you see. So some white girls will be almost pretty. They'll try to compete with the blue eyed girls. So I wouldn't like enjoy. I have to worship the girl because I don't want no faggot. You see, I don't want no girl saying I don't care. Because when these girls are very pretty, like they can go to the zoo and it could be 1,000 billion zoos. You see, it was exactly what I thought. You see, people will have the feature descent, but when I see a gay, like sister is wrong. See, but like men who are attractive like think alike, you see. So I'm not like, I know what you're saying, but if this place looks real pretty, it will make someone want to put their sister there, you see. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So some people will have blue eyes and be like, they'll be like a homostacial being in the city, but someone will be like attractive, they'll look for black woman because they'll be like, man. But like some people will be blue eyes and not minded of it, you see. So when people try to put a population, keep in mind Chris Brown, Brian White existed. So like they'll be like, Reese, I'm not minded of it, but at the same time, like Beyonce probably likes me, you see. So like you'll be like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So like imagine if it was a white girl with blue eyes or a mixed girl with blue eyes, it wouldn't, you would be like, man, so what if it was just a thick booty white woman? It would change everything, you see. So maybe someone could have blue eyes and be raw. Maybe someone could be brown skinned. Like people could have blue eyes, but they don't realize, like when I see this towel, it's like a tree, you see. So like there's what I'm trying to tell you. So people will be a certain way because but it's still blue eyes. Like don't get it twisted. But like Michael Jordan, like I don't want to mention Michael Jordan because he'll put like a thing. But like if people see Michael Jordan, they'll be like, oh, you didn't tell me that. So like the blue eyed guy is raw, you see. But what if it was like a Will Smith even ticks with the guy with blue eyes? So he has to be real careful because he has to date like a baby Bing, or maybe he could date like a Sabara. But girls will be like, some girls have IQ, you see. So when you stand counsel, I could see 1,000 thick bones, but it's like once my dick starts growing, I'll be like, man, I kind of want it. But once it's gone, I kind of always wanted a mixed girl. So like people will be trying to put their crybaby children and then think that it's cute, you see. So like I was in the hospital persecuted before a fat bitch. Like what could be like right now while I'm talking, people could be trying to come in secret and say, I want to be seen saying he's a sad nigga, but he's not sad when you're calling the police like a bitch trying to give your kids heritage that you did not create. You see, when you're letting a 20-year-old girl suck your dick, 28-year-old girl, and you're having all authority over your other shit bookies trying to raise your children off of me, you see. So it's like I'll get really offended because I'll be like, man, this is a faggot ass bitch. Like you remind me of a bitch, you see. So it's like that's what I'm trying to tell you. So like it gets to the point where a 28-year-old girl will be sucking people's dick and saying, oh, I'm a grown woman, first lady.